life in general. Hope everybody's doing well. So, have you thought about going into the new year with your resolutions early, right? I'm talking about like starting like now. And have you thought about like really just getting a leg up on like what it is that you want to achieve like before the New Year's? I know Christmas is right around the corner, New Year's is right around the corner, but have you thought about that? You know, because I know sometimes if you do stuff early, you it takes that sense of urgency away, right? I mean, it is urgent at the fact that you definitely want to make a lifestyle change, or you definitely want to, you know, be a better version of yourself. But have you actually like thought about just doing it early? You know, I'm sorry, y'all, my eyes are watering. It's cold. But have you thought about doing it early? Because, you know, it kind of takes a lot of the stress and a lot of the expectations off the table, right? You know, you going into it early and you doing what you need to do, you know, as soon as possible. And you're not feeling like an urgency to kind of, you know, make these lifestyle changes or like shift your whole mindset into like getting into mode of really achieving whatever it is that you want to do in the new year. It's kind of almost like if you ever had a situation where like you was like in college or you was in school and y'all had to do a project. You know, leave a comment down below if you had a situation like that. I know most of us have, but if you did a project, right, and your whole team or yourself got a leg up on the project, right, and you ran into those roadblocks and you kind of had those missteps, or you know, you kind of figured out, right? I'm sorry, y'all, my eyes is watering, but you kind of figured out, right? And then after a while, it just kind of became a cakewalk, you know, and it kind of became second nature. It kind of became easier, right? You didn't kind of have to go through that whole shift of like, man, I gotta get myself together, man. I gotta definitely, you know, man, I gotta start working out, you know. But you know, all of us are capable of that, but it's just all about, you know, your determination and like what you want to do, you know. And I'm gonna leave you with this. I know last year for my New Year's resolution, I did go into it early, and you know, it really like took like the whole, you know, your personal expectations, you know, out of the whole situation, man. And it really felt good, you know, to kind of go into it like early instead of just getting my mind and my thought process together, you know, after the first of the year. But let me know what you think. You know, leave a comment down below if this kind of like made sense or kind of struck a chord with you, or if you had a conversation about this with a friend or a family member, you know, or significant other, partner, you know, send this video their way. All right, I appreciate you hearing what I got to say. I'm sorry, it's cold out here. My eyes is watering, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.